So
the computer went down back here. So
yeah,
I had to
okay.
bring it back up.
And now I'm watching something else. Talks with Jeanette in Croatia. That's awesome.
You know what? I'm happy for.
Croatia looks beautiful.
I'm happy for D Rose.
D Rose signed what 2-year deal?
Pistons. Yeah, him and Blake are gonna light it up.
Was it a Rookie of the Year? 2012, 2013 Rookie of the Years.
There you go. I think they're gonna be a good match. You don't think so?
Until both their knees pop off at the same time.
Oh God damn it, man!
Yeah,
Jesus.
and that honestly that brings us back to the Lakers. Is that the Lakers have basically. I love the fact they got Boogie, but that changes the dynamic of the whole team, right? You went from
the Lakers are the 2016 Pelicans
with LeBron James.
Which amplifies everything.
So do we want to have that conversation now? Who is the? I mean, can we look it up now? Because when the Lakers, before they even got wink Davis, they were the favorite to win it all. Has that changed in Vegas at all? Is now the Clippers considered?
It changed.
The Clippers are now plus 300.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
That's it. They're number one at plus 300. If I would have bet them this week, that would have been at plus 20.
Yeah,
at plus 2,000.
That's
the minute they named it, like a few hours, the odds changed in Vegas.
That's nuts to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. There's a pedigree with Doc, you know, and like I said, but like the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is bought high. He's one of the top 3 players in the league.
I'm going to give you
without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Kawhi, it's Kevin Durant, and it's LeBron when they're all healthy and playing well, right?
Right.
I mean, you got Steph right there.
You got 4 of the top 5 players in the NBA in LA this year.
And when Boogie's right, it could be 5 of the top 10 or 15.
15,
yeah, right?
15.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's nuts.
So I'm going to give you a fun fact about this new Paul George thing. Did you know Paul George used to date Doc Rivers' daughter?
Oh, God. Are you serious?
Yes, I did.
And did you know the reason why they broke up is because of the stripper over and Paul George had sex with a stripper in Orlando?
What are you supposed to do when you're in the NBA?
While he's with his daughter, Doc Rivers' daughter. So that's going to be a fun coaching.
Hey, do you think Doc Rivers went on a nasty bender the minute he heard he was getting Kawhi and Paul George?
Do you think he goes, yeah, you're right. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have been the GM.
No shit, right?
I was shitty.
Look what happens when you're not the GM. I mean, and I hate to say it, is that you get these guys who are in the positions of power who can't do their jobs, Magic Johnson. And I don't think we've been here since Magic.
No, we haven't been here since he retired.
Since Magic, we've been here since Magic left, but we haven't been here since the Anthony Davis trade. And we were trying to be here. That was the weekend we were trying to make it and couldn't make it. But yeah, I mean, you got to give Rob Pelinka some credit. It didn't just go, oh, okay, like fine. I'll knock him for not getting the best role players possible because we still don't have. But Rajon Rondo's our starting point guard, and Rajon did great when he was with DeMarcus and Boogie in New Orleans, but we still don't have a guy who you would think that we need. You know,
what do you mean?
Like they wanted a ball. Like if it's 2009, it's a fantastic move.
Marvin's asking about. He's pessimistic because who's the glue guy on the team?
There isn't one.
Yeah,
I mean LeBron brings people together. He is. Maybe it's Quinn Cook, Marv. I mean, how was he in Golden State? You know,
Caruso.
Alex Caruso re-signed 2 years, baby. Yeah.
He's actually pretty good.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right. But, like, again, we still don't have the guy you'd want at point. The guy, I mean, Kuzma is now, I think, thrust more into being a
role player.
I mean, more of but more a substantial role player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, he was going to be hopefully avraging 20 points a game, but, I mean.
Now it's going to go down.
But they're going to need to manage minutes all season long.
And
so Kuzma.
Well, hopefully the new coach knows how to do that because what's his name didn't know how to do.
They have 3
worth of shit.
They have three head coaches on their team. So besides that, they're fine.
You can't count one.
Jason Kidd, Lionel Hollins, and Vogel.
Hollins, come on.
Hollins is
Hollins
great.
is a great coach.
Hollins,
great coach.
Yeah.
Have you heard him on air?
I don't have to hear him on here. He's a good coach.
I don't
believe
Memphis to the conference finals. Like Memphis.
Yeah, but he had who on that team?
He had Marcus Gasol and Kyle or the guy
Mike Connolly.
I always got those two confused back in the day, and they look exactly as
How dare you, sir?
What, they don't. They look like,
no, they don't.
Don't they all look alike, right?
Doesn't look nothing like his dad though.
Wait, who's dad?
Connolly.
Connolly's dad played in the NBA.
He was a track star.
Is that that guy?
That's his son.
Oh, the guy from like the '84 Olympics,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus! Wow, that's impressive. Thanks for sharing that.
What a
Thanks
dick. That's sarcastic right there.
No, I had no idea. I mean, I'd heard it probably once before.
It's
but
sarcastic.
I heard it once before, but I decided to forget about it.
Whatever, dick. Anyways.
What, did you expect a Jew from New York not to be sarcastic?
Yeah, no, I don't know what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
What the hell's wrong with you? They call me the Jew. All right, there's a reason. Yeah. So, I mean, the Lakers are going to be. Somebody, my wife asked me yesterday. So who's the favorite now that the Clippers got? Kawhi Leonard. Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, I think typically the team that has a healthy LeBron James, when it comes down to it, has to be considered the favorite. And now that he has a bona fide freaking superstar. If you look up some of Anthony Davis's games last year, I mean, we're talking 50 points, 20 rebounds, 10, sixer blocks type games. And it's so hard to find a talent like that.
So what kind of...
So if he's healthy and decides... Mm-hmm. Maybe it's like 2 years ago where he decides he wants to play all 82 games again and try, like not going to have to be pushed by Kuzma into position on defense like he did last year. Maybe he comes out and is so dominant.
So what's his role going to be like now? He's not obviously not going to be the finesse finisher or the drive to. Is he going to take like a Magic Johnson kind of playing style now where maybe Rondo's just going to bring it up and then give it up to LeBron and then lead the half court?
I'm still sad about Lonzo. I know you hated Lonzo, but I would have loved to have seen Lonzo. I would have loved to have seen Lonzo facilitate for this team. Like Lonzo's the type of point guard they actually needed.
He's got work.
Like he's the one who I don't need to shoot. I'm not really sure about my shooting skills. Here, you take it and I'll put you in and it plays good defense. Played good defense. Was a pass first, and yeah, I'm fine. And goddamn, DeAndre Jordan. Can we talk about the Nets? The Nets are that's what it was. Holy shit, KD signed. Holy shit, Kyrie signed, and DeAndre all at the same time.
Yeah,
that's nuts. This was definitely.
So where's D'Angelo? Has he still not been picked up? Or
no,
traded?
D'Angelo.
Golden State.
He's at Golden State.
Oh, that's right.
Max contract Golden State.
Okay, but I thought that was going to get traded off.
So you have Steph, Clay when he comes back healthy, and D'Angelo on the same team, all making max.
Okay, I thought D'Angelo was to go away on another trade though.
Well, maybe that's for Chris Paul. Like, I mean, who are you trading a guy now?
Well, they already said Chris Paul's staying.
Well, they're also trying to get Jimmy Butler over there, and that didn't work out. So Houston's desperate because Houston doesn't want to be left behind now. Because Houston will have to be considered the third or fourth best team in the Western Conference right now.
Yeah.
And for about a week and a half, they were considered co-number ones when the Lakers and Anthony Davis.
So now Westbrook is going to go up on the blocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, he's already working out deals with the GM.
Right. But who wants Westbrook?
Nobody.
I mean, Westbrook's in the perfect spot for him because. I'm sorry. I love his tenacity, but he's not a winning type of ball player.
No, and he doesn't show up in the playoffs.
He's never been a good shooter. He's an amazing athlete who tries so hard for so long.
So maybe he needs to stop showing up during the season and then show up in the offseason.
But Westbrook's an old school type of player.
Yeah.
Kobe's always said that Westbrook's his favorite player because it reminds him of him the most, and I get that because he's a head case. It's a FU. I'm taking the shot whether it's going in or not, and I'm gonna go full speed the whole time. And maybe he needs to learn that maybe he needs to come off the bench. You think hey, the Clippers still have Lou Williams?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And we gave him the extra $1 million for next year on top of it.
Extra $1 million?
They paid. It was on contingency, but the Clippers already said we're just going to pay you the money.
I think I'll be scared of the secondary team versus
so Lou Williams is an $8 million player that we got.
Dude, $8 million. Think about all the $8 million players we just talked about a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
JaVale McGee. Contavious Caldwell Pope. Give me Lou Williams every day of that week.
So automatically, because the Lakers get Cousins, he's now the starter. Why not keep McGee as a starter and let Boogie come off the bench?
I think McGee is supposed to start.
Well,
when they announced
they're already pumping him.
When they announced his signing, they said he'll be the starter. Expect to be the starting center.
Okay.
So, but that doesn't mean that LeBron doesn't go to. I don't even know how. It reminds me of the 2010 Lakers when they had Lamar Odom and what's the big dude?
Paul Gasol.
Pau Gasol, but the third guy, the one who I'm thinking, Bynum, Andrew Bynum. You know what I mean?
They had him still?
Yeah. Right?
You sure?
Who am I thinking?
No, you're
I
right.
think Bynum was gone.
No, they had all three.
Really?
They had all three.
Yeah, Bynum won 2 championships and he got traded off the 76ers and had that crazy haircut.
Right. So it's like they have all these big bodies who are very talented,
Right.
How were they going to work together? New Orleans couldn't. Did they make the playoffs? They did make the playoffs, and they actually knocked out Portland that year when 2 years ago when they were there, and it was a surprise because they were a much lower sync. But the fact that you had Rondo, who's a smart basketball player,
Right.
who can't play any defense and is old,
He doesn't care.
right? No.
As long
he's
as he can
crafty.
dish, yeah.
He's crafty.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having him on the team, but not as the starter.
Ooh.
But Alex Caruso was a starter, and have Rondo come off the. I don't even know. I don't even know what you do.
Look, I think you go with Rondo as a starter and keep Boogie on the bench and have JaVale as a starter, only because that team, when you put them on the floor, they're fast.
We'll be able to score.
Yeah, they're fast. You put Boogie in there, and it slows down the entire fucking game for the Lakers. I think it ruins it. So if he's a secondary player coming in, hey, you know what? We need to let these guys rest. Boogie, go in there and cause damage.
Right.
Slow it down.
And he could play center or power forward.
Yeah. And I think that's what they do. But with JaVale as a starter and Kuzma, LeBron, and Rondo running the team, full speed, that's what's going to get them ahead of the game instantly.
So what do you think about minutes like the load management the thing happened with Kawhi this year?
Yeah.
And obviously it worked.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everyone's going to do it next year where you take off 20 games or 15 games or however many you want to do. So I mean, is LeBron going to take off games? Is Anthony Davis going to take off games, or do you think they're going to take off where they're going to only play the first 6 minutes of a quarter instead of 8, 10? Sometimes the whole second, the whole fourth quarter kind of deal. You think they're just going to do 6 minutes per quarter type deal, regardless of the score and what's going on?
They probably will.
Instead of taking full games off.
They probably will because they've got the bench now.
Right. And that's what I said. Boogie can come in and play 6 just as good minutes,
quality minutes, yeah.
Right? On the same level, with either LeBron or with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, and I don't like calling him the Brow. I'll just call him AD from this point.
AD
all day.
Lakers before AD. Lakers.
Oh,
AD.
I got my AD jersey on. You see that shit right there? 23.
Well, it
baby.
says something in the back.
No. It says Davis.
Plus, your Lakers are a little crooked.
Is it? Well, it's because I'm fat and I'm sitting on a chair.
That's still
I
crooked.
just came back from Cancun. I ate too much. Right? My bad.
People, if you can see us on there, the Lakers is crooked.
Wait, is it really crooked?
You bought it at the Santa Fe Springs.
No, I bought it at
swap
Costco.
meet.
I bought this. This is like almost.
That's
almost
Costco?
Like, this is Costco.
What brand
He's
is
right.
it?
It's crooked.
It's crooked.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It looks like you have a droopy titty.
I told you I ate too much ice cream. It was a dessert.
have-
it was
you
a
have-
dessert every meal kind of vacation, if you know what I'm saying.
You have female issues where one breast is bigger than the other?
You don't?
No, bro, I'm symmetrical.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Spell symmetrical.
Oh man, it's funny how I know I'm doing a watch party right now because I can see people joining in. Hello, everybody. Hi,
everybody.
Hi, everybody. Now it says add video. Wait, what do you
Add video?
We're already on video.
We're on video.
Get the hell out of here.
So we do another. Is
some-
it like the video in video, like the TVs used to be?
God, I hope not.
Let's do that.
This will piss me off.
We need to bring that back.
No. Why don't I watch more than one thing at a time?
Oh,
I mean,
your ADD goes a little berserk.
That's what my phone's for when I'm watching TV. You think anyone's listening to us just watching us? They got their phone open too, and they're playing a game.
Of course, no, they're
Yeah.
watching TV, playing a game, and then
Good luck at Angry Birds or Solitaire or whatever you're doing while
Goners.
while you're watching us or listening or whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know who I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for
Who?
like teams like people like our friend Admiral, Caesar, who
Why?
San Antonio.
the Spurs.
San Antonio is
They're lost right now.
at best. What, a 7-8 seed at this point?
But listen, that's them every year, and they always bring up this player that nobody knows about, and they end up doing fantastic.
I have to get divorced, guys. I'm sorry. I have to put this on the air right now.
What's that?
My wife just put my daughter in a Mexico jersey for the evening. Mexico apparently is playing some sort of like football match or something.
Yeah, the USA.
They're
I don't
playing
know,
America.
versus USA.
America.
And she put my child in a Mexico jersey.
Listen, that's what you get.
But because I married a Asian
'Cause you're-
Mexican.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She said, "Why would you be mad at me?" I'm like, because I don't care about soccer. Look, if it was water polo and it was USA versus Mexico,
Wow.
I'd be rooting for USA.
You're racist, bro.
If it was field hockey,
Only
I'd be
white
rooting
people-
for USA.
Well, only
Sir,
white people
no,
play water polo.
That's not racist. It's jingoism right now. So
Jingoism? Can you?
Jewism or
Yeah,
jingoism?
jingoism is nationalism to it. I'm not even going to try with you guys.
No. Go ahead. I've never heard the term before. Go. Please explain to me. No, you don't have to listen. Don't explain to him. Explain to me. What's jingoism? Come on, talk to me, B. What is jingoism? Oh, he's looking at.
Oh, you're not on the mic, so okay, we heard you though.
Yeah.
Jingoism, extreme patriotism, especially in the form of aggressive or warlike foreign policy.
Oh, no, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about the match at all. I don't care. But I think that if your country is playing another country in anything,
You go to your country.
You root for your country.
Your country.
I get the fact you're from there and you have heritage. And if they're playing anybody else, go Mexico. But they're playing the USA. Go USA. My daughter saw the flag that Rosa Villaseñor, thank you, it's a celebrity in Whittier.
Can you play the crickets, Derby?
Rosa Villaseñor for July 4th in the Whittier area. People, I know you know out there, always puts American flags on everybody's lawn. And my daughter saw it. And she's like, oh, American flag, yay. And she's at that age. And I said, honey, we are proud to be American. We love living here, but we also love people of other countries. We just came back.
You taught her that.
We just came back from Mexico and had a great time there. We love that. You know, we mommy and daddy had been to the Netherlands. You know, who was just on. We were just watching the match against the USA versus Netherlands. So we just I try to put things into perspective.
Yeah, you want to make her multicultural.
We love America, but we also love other countries as well.
So she is multicultural.
She's got no choice.
It's in her blood.
It is literally and figuratively in her blood. She is an MUTT for sure, but in the most loving kind of way.
Sure.
So yeah.
There's no way you could beautify that.
My daughter is gorgeous. How dare you? I'll show you all. I'll show you. I will show you at least 15 Facebook posts to prove that. Okay. And nobody ever lies on Facebook, right?
No, nobody lies on there.
She's so adorable. I know. You know that people should tell us. People used to tell us that when she was a year.
Yeah.
And I go back to those early pictures and I go, oh my God, that kid was hideous. Thank God she's blossomed into a beautiful young lady. But I think that's just my daddy eyes right now, right?
It's like my dad when he saw his granddaughter, one of his granddaughters for the first time, and told the mom, "My God, she's ugly."
This is factual, correct?
She was, yeah. No, ask my mom, ask my brother, everybody. He walked up to that little girl and he was like, oh my gosh, she's ugly.
God bless.
I love my dad. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Roy Sr. Roy Sr.? Roy Sr.?
You're Roy Sr.
Okay.
Same thing as him.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, because you would say something like that. I could see one of your girls having a kid going, fuck, that kid's ugly. Yeah. So NBA is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And honestly, we haven't been here since the finals.
I tell you my Mexico City stories.
Mexico City, hell yeah, baby. Good food at Mexico City, right?
I wouldn't know.
Wait, I'm confused. What happened?
Well, whenever you want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. But if we're done with sports, I'll talk about it.
No, we're not done with sports. We're never done with sports. There's too much.
It's always sports. Too much sports all the time.
Too much sports to talk about.
Can we put that as our slogan? Sports all the time, of course.
Too much sports.
We overflow on sports.
Hey, would Duke Kaboom from Toy Story 4 count as sports because he was a motorcycle rider?
Who?
Duke Kaboom. It's the Keanu Reeves character from Toy Story 4. It was actually quite enjoyable.
I'm sorry.
He's a motorcycle.
I'm sorry.
He was a motorcycle rider. He's got a bad stash, dude. You don't know who Duke Kaboom is? Let me show you a picture.
I don't want to see a picture of Duke Kaboom.
Yeah. You're going to love this. You are absolutely going to love Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom.
Rogelia.
Duke Kaboom sounds like a burger joint in Texas somewhere.
Look at that stash. Look at that stash right there.
Oh, my God. Yes.
That is fantastic, right? He is a motorcycle riding from Canada, and his
Now you can bring home Duke Kaboom.
Are you kidding?
It's a commercial. It's not real. I can't jump that far. Oh, yeah.
That is cool.
And he goes, yes, I can,
I have a
Canada.
question. Well, actually, not just one. I have all of them. I have all the questions.
Oh, you better stop it, B. They're going to shut us down.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my God.
We might lose our feed.
That was
again.
close.
So
that was like when you're trying to find the signal on the phone.
So, question for you: since the NBA Finals was kind of anticlimactic with the injuries that happened to Clay and to Kevin Durant, and kind of anticlimactic, and I knew after Game 2 or so that this thing was kind of over. Is the offseason better in the NBA?
The NBA has the best offseason of any league.
Yes.
And then I'll do a follow up here. Do we need national coverage of summer league games like on ESPN?
No. But you do need to go to summer league for the hell of it.
Do I need to see Amin El Hassan in a T-shirt on national TV?
No. You need to go to summer league because summer league honestly was the most fun I had through the last basketball year, even watching my Clippers do well. I had more fun at Summer League than I did any other game.
Because it's Vegas, or because just the vibe in the arena?
Because the people there actually know their basketball and they will actually talk junk with you. So if you come in with a knowledgeable fan base, you can meet other knowledgeable fan bases from all over. So for me, instead of me hitting up with every Laker fan and having a conversation of a whole bunch of things,
Right.
I can now talk to people from OKC or talk to people from Toronto or talk to people from all over the place who just love their basketball team and want to talk about it. It's really fun. And then you got 2 games playing at the same time, too, so you can get out of one league, and get out one game, and go to the other one. It's a nice time.
So how come we're not going as a
We should go as a show next season.
It's this weekend.
Yeah, we should go next year.
No, I can't go.
Why? This weekend? You can't go?
I can't go this weekend.
You're on parole or what? What happened?
Devin Anklet? No, I don't.
No, not anymore.
Next year, I think we should do it.
I think so. We should make. We should
Plan on doing it.
Plan it now. Buy the airline ticket so we can't back out. You know.
Yeah, so $49.
$49.
That way you get the actual $49 deal.
There is at least one $49
I
fare
get
on
that.
every plane. I'm like,
I get that
bullshit.
stupid advertisement. I click on it right away, and I'm like, okay, let me put a month out. That way I could say, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to get it. No.
Do you know who gets
There
it?
is nothing.
You know who gets them, right?
Who?
Strippers. They know exactly the day they come out. The people that go there every weekend know exactly the day those fares come out, and they set their alarm to it. And the ding, that whole thing.
You see
they
that?
get they're on the like how we try to get winning rose tickets is how they get the cheap tickets to Vegas. There's at least one person on every flight that only paid $49, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, because I just paid $300 to go to Vegas.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous when the airfare to like New York is the same price as it is to Vegas. So, but yeah, no, I think it's amazing what's happening in the NBA.
It's fantastic. It makes it exciting, and I think it builds up for the opening day.
The fact that
where everybody's waiting,
right,
can't
but
wait
the fact
to see these guys.
the rosters are limited. There's only 15 people on a roster, and only 12 that actually are on an active roster.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this time of year, like somebody got traded earlier. I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Oh, 3 years, $30 million. Like I had
Right.
never heard of DeLon Wright. Do you know who DeLon Wright is? Nope. Exactly. He just got 3 years, $28 million. I think.
Is he somebody's kid?
I believe somebody birthed this child, birthed DeLon Wright. But it's like if you're in the NBA, you're making money. If you somehow only play for 1 year and get a veteran's minimum, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and hopefully next year we'll have
Tickets?
LiAngelo Ball.
No, please don't. No, he already signed overseas.
LiAngelo's going to be an NBA player.
Oh yeah.
What?
LiAngelo's going to be yeah.
He didn't he go
Yeah, he's gonna play
overseas?
he's gonna play his 1 year in Australia.
Who wants him here though?
He can
Anybody.
play ball. He can play ball.
I don't think so.
Lonzo can play ball too. That's why I don't know people so mad about
you
that.
have a
I hate
hatred
that
for
whole
anything
ball
ball.
family.
Yes.
No,
Zion made him look like a little biatch when they were playing in the summer.
Who? LiAngelo?
Yes, they played.
Yes.
By the way, Zion showing power in the summer league.
He's already been benched for the entire summer league.
He didn't. But he just hurt it a little bit.
He's benched for the entire summer league. He's not playing
they
again.
They don't want to.
It's like, why have it?
They don't want to tinker with it.
God.
That's okay though. It's power.
Something tells me that the Zion experience is not. I want it to end
That's
well
okay.
because I really do root for a guy like that.
Right.
But the knee injury with the shoe, like this thing, it's sort of like, are they being too careful with them? And they're gonna.
Yeah, they are.
Like he's 18, 19 years old. Let the dude play. Let him play.
Okay, but there's an underlying issue with the NBA right now, and I think I don't remember where I saw it or where I read it, but what's the deal with these doctors, the team doctors trying to push these guys to play when they're not ready, and that was the whole deal with Kawhi, and apparently it was the deal with AD as well.
Or Katie, you mean?
Or sorry, KD. Yes.
Right.
And that's what brought it up was the whole KD. He should have never gone out.
Look, Katie really wanted to play, and he knew at that point in was it game 4 or game 5?
It was game 4.
He knew that if they could win that game, they were the favorites again to win the championship. So he had to, and he scored 12 points in the first quarter. Like it was like he still, but like
But they- if
the
they
move,
knew-
the move that caused the Achilles tear, it wasn't an aggressive move.
It wasn't, but it was already sitting there.
And even Clay's injury didn't seem like it was as bad as it was. And that's what was so tough for Golden State fans. And if we have any Golden State listeners out there still, Marv, and is Golden State going to win another championship? Like in 2 years from now, when Steph and Draymond and Clay
If
I'm still confused on how D'Angelo works in this.
if they recruit one more point guard like Curry,
You already have 3 guards. You already have
does-
Clay and Steph. You don't need another and
I
D'Angelo.
know Clay's not a real point guard. He's a shooting guard.
Right, but you don't need. What do you need?
No, so D'Angelo's there as a stopgap to make sure he plays when Clay's out.
Right.
Clay comes back in about December, and then you can trade him for other pieces, which somebody's going to need. I wouldn't be surprised if D'Angelo's somewhere on the Magic or somewhere crazy.
I'd say an Eastern Conference contender who might need that one.
And he's not a bad point guard. I mean,
Pelicans.
Look, the other guy I want to look at was
Pelicans need all the help because they got ball.
Not Eastern Conference.
he's the Western Conference. Look at Julius Randle. He got paid too.
Yes,
He's a damn good point. He's a damn good power forward. $21 million a year.
Julius Randle
3 years.
is Tobias Harris.
Definitely.
Like they're about the same type of player.
But you guys like Randall.
We love Randle.
I think Randall.
you don't like Harris.
Randall at $15 million is a
the
best
price.
spot.
The price.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about is Tobias Harris worth $36 million a year?
No.
Nobody is, first of all. But I mean, in context of the NBA, is Tobias Harris a max? No, he's a nice guy to have on a team. He's somebody who is, if he let's say the 76ers drafted him the year before they got Embiid and Simmons, and he was one of their guys and was up for the contract. I get it. But there are other guys, and that's the whole thing why I didn't like about Danny Green signing for the Lakers. I like Danny Green. He's a good guy to have on your team. He's also older, and you didn't hear his name once until the finals, right? So he's not like oh my God, you got to have Danny Green. You got to have this guy on your team because he's a glue guy. He's a great defender. He's a guy who's clutch in the big moments. He's Derek Fisher. He's Robert Horry, Rick Fox, that type of player. But $15 million a year?
All right. So do you think they get these guys so that they can make a deal mid-season, February, before the All-Star break, unload and get one more key player?
No. They had to fill. Once they didn't get Kawhi, they had to fill spots.
Okay, so they did that, but can they still get rid of these guys
They
before
were
the All-Star
ready
break?
to call Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, anybody who's ever hit a 3 to play with LeBron James was about to get a phone call and say, "Look, can you play a little bit of defense and hit a 3-pointer?"
They called James Jones and tell him to come out of management and play.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean that's the type of thing. So like, I don't think the Lakers aren't trading any, like, they don't have tradable assets. The Lakers' tradable assets are Kyle Kuzma, and they didn't trade him.
He's not going anywhere.
You wouldn't think so at this point,
Right?
But I mean, again, if you were another team that and the Lakers said they wanted something, who else do you want on the Lakers? An expiring contract, and Kyle Kuzma's money isn't big enough. Like they would have to trade somebody like a Danny. I hate to say it, they'd have to trade somebody like a Danny Green, to bring it back to full circle to your point, whether you made what was on purpose or not. But like money, like Danilo had to be involved in the Kawhi,
Of course, they were
in
gonna
the Paul George, because
but they had to get rid of Danilo.
but he was their highest paid player,
Right.
So that's the reason why the money. I think it has to be 80% of the contract value be if I remember correctly. When you trade, the contracts have to be I think 80% of each other. So you can't trade a guy who makes.
It can't be overpowered. Okay,
You can't trade a guy who makes $1 million for a guy who makes 20.
Yeah,
Right.
You can if you have a trade exception.
Right. And which
That's extra money.
Which complicates the NBA. The NBA used to be so clear on what the trade rules are, but now the whole thing with Anthony Davis.
I think we should get involved now. We should represent a player.
We should. Who should we pick? How about DeLon Wright?
Who?
The guy who just signed for 3 years, $28 million.
Let's go get him.
Let's go manage his money.
Who do we know any lawyers?
Yes. Shmuley.
He's a contract lawyer, though.
Who?
Shmuley, my cousin Samuel.
He's a contract lawyer? There we go.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's awesome. We're
Let's
going to do
become the new Rich Paul company.
it. The rich. What are
they called?
3 fat bastards marketing.
What are they called, B? Rich Paul's company?
Clutch.
Clutch Sports.
There we go.
Clutch Sports, baby.
We get Chaotic Sports. We're right there.
Dutchie might want some of that. Some of that kickback.
Is Dutchie off already?
Yeah.
Has he been bought out?
Is Dutchie still around?
Can we buy him out?
We even talk to him anymore. I mean, does he want to do a show?
He does a show. He just isn't here.
Oh.
He records it at home.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Good for
so
him.
Chaotic Sports is yours, right?
It always has been.
So there we go.
Yeah.
I say we begin it. It begins now.
The end.
Players out there,
Our dreams.
call us.
I know exactly.
909-323.
I know exactly where I'm buying my next my first condo in Cancun then when we hit our millions.
Let's take the NBA to Cancun.
Okay. I'm sure players would have no problem
Going over there.
Look, they just did Yankees and Red Sox in London, and
Which was fantastic, right?
I didn't see a moment because I was, like I said, I was traveling.
It was sold.
But
sold out.
if you are on the East Coast, traveling to London is no different than traveling to Los Angeles or Seattle or any other West Coast destination. It's a 5-hour trip.
Oh
maybe
shit, really?
5-6 hours. Yeah, I mean it's basically 9 to 11 hours from here to anywhere in Europe. So guess what? It's 5 of the hours is going to New York. So you're leaving from an East Coast team, maybe not Miami,
Right.
but or the Northeast teams.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, Cancun was 4 hours and 45 minutes for me. So if you put anybody on the southern side, Houston, Dallas,
Easy flight.
Anything or the Florida teams, they could all go easily to someplace like
La
that.
NBA Cancun.
Hey, Cancun, Mexico de F. No, how far is the FA from here?
Surprisingly, 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah, that was it.
Is that
Going and then coming back, it was like 350, 345. Not bad.
And the food in the FA? Wait, you want to talk about that now? Are you prepared?
I love DFA.
Okay, so this is
All right, let's talk. About
we leave LAX at midnight.
it. I like
okay.
that. I like that.
We land the FA 6 a.m. because of time difference.
Okay.
All right, 6 a.m. straight to the hotel
Okay.
because we have a tour. All right.
Oh, you have a buy this timeshare type tour?
No, not just a tour.
A tour of the city. Okay.
yeah.
I got you.
So we go to the hotel room and our guide is waiting for us already. They had already called in and said, "Hey, where are you?"
You gotta love that.
Yeah.
That is Mexico to the
because
T.
they want their money.
Right.
Yeah. So we get to the hotel, and Anna has to go up to the guy and say, "Okay, give us like 2 minutes. We gotta check our bags at least. Check our bags." We get on a shuttle to head to another location, and get on a bus to go on the tour.
Okay.
Right. So let me remind you of the time frame. Midnight,
Midnight, 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Straight to a hotel.
Straight to the hotel. Now we're at about 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Now we get to the bus. It's 9 a.m. Now, gentlemen, I don't know how you feel about defecating when you arrive in a new city, or it's midnight when you left home and you're now in a new country. But you have to poop at some point, right?
Usually in the morning sometimes.
In the mornings, right?
Yeah, so-
Usually it's time frame whenever you get up. So if you get up 5 a.m.,
6
maybe
a.m.
6
By
a.m.,
six-
you're
yeah.
All right. So I have not pooped.
Wait, is this how we're doing it? Somebody just joined the live feed too. You sure you want to do this right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, I'm gonna do
All
it.
Go ahead.
So I have not pooped since midnight, all right, which is
Okay,
cool,
okay,
right?
okay.
Usually I'm asleep.
But
Sometimes
sometimes when you're traveling, speaking from
gets
recent,
done-
recent,
no.
recent history, you're like not sure if I need to or want to poop in the new city.
no. I need to poop.
Oh,
Yeah. So whenever I go land, whatever you want to go to the hotel and refresh.
right. Take the shower.
And yeah, that's
Take
when
the
you do
rinse
all
off, shower, poop.
everything.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I didn't get that chance.
Okay.
9 a.m. I'm in a bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked the guy, "Hey, are we gonna stop somewhere where I use the bathroom?" So, you have to number 1 or number 2, and I was like,
In Mexico, I believe that was numero uno or numero dos.
"Well, I'm not even gonna get into how she asked me because she didn't know how to ask me." She's all,
Sí.
"Is it important?" Or I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Anyways, she says because we have a bathroom on the bus.
No, you can't.
No. And I said, no. So when I walked back to my seat, I looked at that bathroom and Kennedy barely fits in there.
Right.
All right. So I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to do anything in this bathroom? Anyways, our tour was to go to the ruins, the pyramids.
Okay.
Okay. So I asked, are we stopping anywhere? No.
I'm guessing the ruins don't have really good bathrooms.
The ruins don't really have bathrooms.
Did you go to Teotihuacan?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Teotihuacan was nice. I like that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Teotihuacan.
Beautiful. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the pictures up on.
Did you go up that goddamn did you go up the sun pyramid?
No, no, fuck no.
Bruh. I told my guy next time you bring beer, because if you want me to get my ass up there, I need to have a beer when I'm done.
That motherfucker is whipped. Hell, B, you hear my struggles already? I hadn't pooped for about 9 hours. I wasn't gonna climb that goddamn pyramid.
Yeah, I didn't. You shouldn't have climbed the pyramid.
I would have defecated right there on one of the steps that are gigantic.
They call that a sacrifice.
So, by the way, the steps on those pyramids are like literally from the floor to this table.
They're real big.
They're real big.
Oh, wow.
So where the fucking
Because the one in I don't remember the one in Cancun. I don't remember that one being real big.
not that big.
No.
So why the hell were these so big?
Maybe I don't. You know,
Those.
I didn't enjoy my trip up or down. I enjoyed my trip when I was already up, but then coming back down, being a large person, they were like people are just stepping down like a normal step, and I'm like, where's the handrail? Like seriously, if I slip because I have
It's over.
I have
It's over.
size 14 feet.
Yeah, it's over.
So
You gotta go
literally-
sideways.
So yeah, which is harder to go down.
Yeah.
Too. So I literally went down as a child would go down in the bit if they get on the bunny
just
slope.
slid off?
I literally went one step at a time
Slid
on my butt.
You should have just slid off like
God.
the kids do.
Yeah.
So, 9 a.m., about 11 a.m., we get to the pyramids. Still haven't defecated.
We have some new viewers right now too. It's awesome.
So,
I'm glad you checked into our sports show. We're talking about
Defecation.
Captain
It's a
Black
sport.
S's, it is
it is a sport.
right.
It is.
If Duke Kaboom is a sport, defecating is definitely a sport.
So, from the pyramids,
Can we have a breaking news sounder?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Kevin Durant has planned to change to number 7 while he's in Brooklyn. He's going to change his number to number 7.
why?
35 taken.
Who got retired in Brooklyn?
The star forward announced on social media Sunday that he will switch to number 7 after previously wearing number 35 for the first 12 seasons of his career. He explained the decision in a statement posted via 35 Ventures, his business venture with manager Rick Kleinman.
Okay, and because
35 took family and me from Seat Pleasant, goddamn, MD, oh, that's the name of a city, and showed us the world. 35 allowed me to meet people that I never would have had the chance to meet, experience things I would have never had the chance to experience, and achieve things that I would. Okay, so what does that have to do with anything? Oh God, this is way too long. This is 4 different fucking pages of why 35, and then how about 7? Okay. But as I start the new chapter of my basketball life, the number we'll be wearing on my back is the number 7 next time you see me on the floor.
why?
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it doesn't say why. It just said why 35 was good, but they're thinking too much. I think.
At least Dennis Rodman had good shit when he changed numbers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what kind of bullshit is this?
I wanted a 9. Yeah, no, that wasn't even that good of a break.
It wasn't.
Sorry about that.
Back to defecation.
Defecation Talk 101.
So, after the ruins, we went to a church,
They don't have good bathrooms there.
the
either.
cathedral in Mexico City. No, because listen, I was gonna have to be comfortable after now 12 hours. Yes, sir.
I didn't want to interrupt your story, but at one point, did you either shit yourself or have to hold it for like 17 hours?
Well, let me just fast forward now.
Because I really wanted to know if you
We
shit
got back
yourself.
to the hotel at 6 o'clock,
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
So you landed at 6 a.m. You got back to the hotel at 6 p.m.
Mind you, I went to the ruins
Okay.
and walked about 4,000 miles. Swamp ass. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
At about 6:45, I got to poop.
It was a hell of a poop.
It was a master poop.
It was the master poops.
Have you ever heard of those that just go
ones-
away by themselves?
The ones that keep on going.
They just they fit through the pipelines and they just go.
I mean, not to turn off all of our viewers right now.
Right.
But to start off as solid and when
3 people are resilient. They are not changing this at all.
do we start off as solid and then went to liquid?
No, just all solid.
All solid? Wow, that's impressive.
Look, it had plenty of time to fucking form in my system.
You're nasty.
I mean,
Can we talk about the Dodgers?
I don't know if people know.
I think I'm actually over poop talk now.
I don't know if people know how their system works, but it's fucked up.
If we talk about the chance of equal pay at the Women's World Cup, is that considered talking about
If you
soccer?
tell me you can go poopless and climb the pyramids, I will shake your hand, sir.
I'm a big boy. I can hold it. I can hold it, Daddy.
Bullshit. You were dying over burpees right now.
I was. I did. That was bad. Nausea 101. That's the post Cancun.
You,
trip.
but B, would you be able to survive 12 hours?
I've done longer.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I mean, we do,
You guys are making me look like a
we do
bitch.
festivals, dude. Or he does more.
Bruh,
He does a lot more
bruh,
than he does.
No way. You guys got to poop in those festivals at some
No.
point.
No, you don't.
You hopefully poop the day before.
Dude, the longest
So you
one
guys ain't eating.
No. Desert Hearts just recently. I waited for like 50 hours
Fucking out.
because I wanted to make sure I made it to a normal bathroom.
Okay, so
and I didn't. And the reason why I didn't is because I got there right when they finished cleaning out the porta potty. So I was the first butt on that porta
Oh
potty.
yeah. Oh, trust me.
you were waiting out there.
I was when you're waiting.
When you were camping at Coachella, early morning poops, no problem. Anything past 10 a.m., you better get the hell away from that thing.
Okay, no, I understand that part.
Right.
But listen, when I'm in Mexico City and we get to the first location, and I go into a restaurant, and I say, "Hey, where are your bathrooms?" They send me to the back, which is outside of the restaurant. I go to the back,
That is Mexico.
right?
Never. The bathroom is never
And she-
connected to
never. And mind you, she asked me if I needed napkins because I was going to have to pay for the fucking napkins. I walked to the back where the bathrooms are, and guess what? It's to the left is the men's restroom, and to the right is the women's restroom, and right in the middle is the sink to wash your hands. No doors. And coming out of that toilet was legions of flies. So I was going to plant my black ass down on that seat
Best sports talk ever.
and have legions of flies go up me. No, I wasn't, sir. So I had to hold it.
You really were afraid that flies were going to fly up your butthole.
Yes, I was afraid of that.
I think they were just looking for the hot Cheetos coming out of
No, fuck that.
coming
I
out of
was
your stool.
Listen, there rare times am I afraid for my life. Okay, rare.
And when there were flies,
But when there's flies coming out of my toilet,
look,
I ain't doing this.
I went to Cancun, a little different situation, more upscale places.
Civilization.
But we did go to a few spots that were like
Sketchy.
Let's see, and I did get the warning. One of them going, "Hey, yeah, you don't want to go to the bathroom at this place right here,
Listen,
because you would actually have to go behind the restaurant, up a flight of stairs to an empty little area,
Yeah.
and like." Where's the sink?
no,
Yeah.
and like if a female was coming to the bathroom, her and I were gonna be talking while we're sitting on the toilet, literally looking at each other. If I would have gone there,
That's cool. No,
but I had no napkins, so I was like, "This
you're-
ain't happening."
you were too cheap to pay for them.
Well, no, and I looked at their napkins when I walked out, and they were little tiny squares. That ain't gonna cover me.
Right.
Ain't covering me.
Oh, I finally figured out why some people don't put the toilet paper in the toilet.
Bad plumbing.
Because there was a sign in one of the bathrooms I went to in Cancun
Yeah.
that literally said, "Do not throw your paper in the trash can." I'm like, "Are you nuts?"
They don't have plumbing over there.
yeah, they don't have good plumbing.
They don't. And plus, I think they have still septic systems over there.
We are going to be taking a break here.
Are we?
We're going to be taking a break. We're going to come back and talk some sports, I think.
Nah, I think I'll continue Mexico City talk.
I'll poop talk. Yeah, baby. We'll see y'all in a couple of minutes.
Sayonara.
Peace.